up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, it's been a long time since I've done something makeup related, but I've got some new makeup products, so I thought that we would dive in. Alright, so to begin with, my face is already prepped and primed. I just put a bunch of moisturizer on because my face is super dry and some facial oil, and then I also put some sunscreen on, which I'm gonna link in my new favorites video. I've got a new one and I love it, and it's a physical sunscreen, so yes bitch. So to begin, I am gonna do a heavier eye makeup today using my Smoke Sessions palette. We're gonna go for a little bit smokier. It is Friday. This video will be up on Saturday morning, I believe. So we're gonna do a little smoky with some beautiful eyelashes. And yeah, so we will get started. So for this look, because it is smoky, I'm gonna do the eyes first. Normally I wouldn't, but I am today. So I'm gonna grab some of just my little like Toshi tape? I don't even know what it's called. But it's just this little tape. It has eyelashes on it because it does. All right, and then you're just gonna place this. I'm just gonna zoom really up close personal. Hey everyone. My under eyelashes, I want that to extend, but I'm gonna drop it a little bit lower just because I feel like that looks good smoked out. I've done this a million times, so I can do it pretty fast. This eye always gives me a little bit more trouble than the other eye. Okay, and now we've created a nice little view down the face. So to begin with, I'm gonna use concealer as my primer. And I did get some new concealer, which I'm loving right now, is the Born This Way Multi Conceal, Contour, Highlight, this stuff. I have the colors Swan and Vanilla. For this, I'm gonna be using the vanilla color because it's not too white. The other one's kind of like my highlighting shade of concealer. So we're just going to take this concealer and put it all over the eyelid up to the eyebrows. All right. Then I'm just gonna blend that out using a little Real Techniques brush. I think that's how you say it. And once we have that all down, once you have that all placed and blend it out, I'm just going to take my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, and I'm gonna be using just a lighter shade over here to set that concealer on my eyes. And once you have that set, we're gonna open up our Smoke Sessions palette. I think I'm gonna be using more of these green colors today. So yeah, let's get started. I am going to grab a nice transition shade first. The two brushes that I'm gonna be using are going to be the M441 from Morphe, so just a big fluffy white brush, or black, whatever you wanna do. I have both. Here. Just a big fluffy brush, and then also I have the MAC 217, which is great for precision blending. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so first I'm gonna be taking this Morphe palette, this color Cheers down here. I do want it to be a little bit warmer of a look, even though we're gonna be using like the greens. I just wanna make sure the crease is nice and warm. So I'm gonna be taking that Cheers color. I will zoom everything in. Cool. And we're just gonna go right to the outside crease. And swirl it up. And get right in here. You can cover your lid as well. And just kind of bring this back up too. And we'll do the same on the other side. All right, so once you have a great foundation of that orange warmth on your eyes, we're gonna go in with the melted palette now. We're gonna go in with this color right here, and then this color is gonna be kind of like the accent color on the top of the eye. So yeah, very different. All right, so now you're gonna go in with your 217 brush, a shorter, stiffer blending brush, and we're gonna go with this color right here. So with this color, we're gonna focus it on the outside corner and bring it forward. It is a lot darker, so just take a small amount at a time. I am going to go back with that Morphe brush and just kind of blend the outside. So we're just going to keep touching back into that color Sour Diesel. And then keep blending it out, back and forth. Once you get your desired blendness, we'll just go to the other side. We're gonna be doing the same thing with that Sour Diesel and that MAC 217 brush. Sorry, I had to take a phone call from Dad. All right, now that I have it all pretty much blended the way I want, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want to have a nice base of the orange. Wow, I look so red on camera. All right. So now that we have that on to the level we want on, that is kind of funny to say, we are going to take this part off. Ooh, look at that. Sharp and sexy. And this side as well. Ooh, beautiful. So after you take the tape off, we're just gonna clean up the under eyes, just using some micellar water, whatever is easiest for you, or a makeup wipe. I'm just gonna use some of this and a Q-tip. Actually, no, I'm not gonna use Q-tip. Put it on a little towel. Awesome. And I'm gonna zoom back out because that's all I'm gonna do with the eyes right now. I like to do the full face and then finish the eyes. It's probably pretty random compared to what you see on people's YouTube channels, but that's what I like to do. So now that I have most of the eye on, it's not too crazy dramatic, still dramatic, but not too crazy dramatic. I am going to start the face. Now before I set my face or do my face, I'm gonna put some Fix Plus spray on. And I just love this stuff. It just makes you feel fancy as hell. The next step is we're gonna be using the Born This Way concealer first, and then we'll go in with the contour, and then we'll go in with the foundation. So with the concealer, I just take it right off this because I'm not doing anyone's makeup right now. We're just gonna go right in this area. This is the vanilla shade, so this is like the darker of my two. Kind of cover up. I have a really red face right now. My acne is not doing the best, I'll tell you that. Little dots, and so after you place that on, then let's blend it out. And blending out is more just blending in the area that you put it on. So not like going across your face, just patting it in. And then when I go under the eyes, I just use my finger. Just because it gets nice up close to the lash line. And we'll do the same on this side. And on the nose. So you have everything pretty blended out where you put it. And we'll go under here. Don't worry, we'll put another layer of concealer on because these dark bags are crazy. All right, so after that, we are going to put on contour. So I was using powder for a minute, but because it's so dry outside, for me, I have to use a cream. So I'm gonna use my Tantour from Huda Beauty. This one is in light. Look at that. Eek. So we'll be going in with another Real Techniques brush up to the hairline. I do a bigger contour right here. I feel like it kind of like gets right in the hollows of your face, and then right on the cheeks, and then right below. And under your lip and sides of your nose. And then we're just gonna go back in with the foundation brush that we had. Oops. And we're just going to blend this in. My Jeffree Star shirt, oh yeah. I'm waiting on my new Jeffree Star palette to come too. I bought the nude one, and then I think it's called the Cremation palette. So as you can see, I still have areas of discoloration right here where I didn't put any foundation or contour yet. And that's okay, because now we're gonna add our foundation on top. So the foundation is gonna go right here, under here, and probably a little bit in the nose area as well. So another thing, because it's so dry, I was using this, and I was wondering why my skin was looking scaly. Also, had to adjust the skincare, because your skincare matters. But this is a matte, I love it. I mean, look at that, skinny. But during the winter time, not the best. There's an illuminating one that I like that I think I'm already out of, I gotta buy another one. But for this routine, I'm gonna go back in with my favorite, just a Studio Fix. You'll need about a pump and a half for this one. A little bit of our MAC Studio Fix. I'm gonna go back in with the buffer brush from Real Techniques. I'm just gonna get right in here. All right, and once you have that blended out, we're gonna go back in with our foundation brush and just kind of touch everything back in. So this is going to be with no powder yet. Obviously, my skin, I put oil underneath, so it's gonna look a little bit more shiny than it would be. But I like the way this looks. However, with the state of the world that we have a mask on, so it's better to have, you know, not super dewy skin under that mask, or it's gonna all come off. So I will set it, but not as much, not a lot. So this is gonna be with no brightening concealer. Again, like it. I'm gonna put a little bit more bronzer powder on too, because I wanna create more dimension with the face. You want the highlights to pop, and then you want more contour, you know, to brighten it, create some depth in your face. So now I'm gonna go with my lighter concealer, which is the Swan color. And I'm gonna dab most of it off, actually. Put it on kind of the side, and we're just gonna go right in here. And then we'll go right on the outside. Chin. Pink, pink. And I'm gonna go back in with the same brush we used your foundation with, so just like my smaller version. And once you have that, again, blended in, take your foundation brush and just kind of go on top. Make sure that the outsides aren't full lines. And then set your face with your favorite setting spray. I'm using the Max Plus again. Okay, and while we let that sit, we'll attack the eyebrows. So I'm not gonna do much for the eyebrows with this one. not going to do much for the eyebrows since the eyes are going to be so crazy, especially with the eyebrow or with the eyelashes. So I'm just going to brush my eyebrows. I might add some color to them later, but I'm going to decide once my eyelashes are on, which sounds kind of weird, but that's just the way I like to do things. So now that we have a good amount of the setting spray that has melted into the face, we're going to take our powder first, a Dermablend powder. All right, put on your brush and just go right. And I do a light layer. I'm not like, just because I do have bags under my eyes, so I do a light layer of this one first. Make sure to get right in here. Down the nose. And I go up on my cheeks to really get it in there. Okay, so that is it with the Dermablend powder. Then I'm gonna go in with my Park Avenue Princess palette. We're gonna hit it again with that halo powder we used earlier. Kind of a mixture. And go right underneath the eye. And just kind of bring some down to the nose. All right, perfect. So now once we have that on, we're just gonna go back and touch up a little bit of the contour with the Princess Cut color. It is a matte brown. And we're just gonna do the sides of our face again. And our forehead too. And we will bring some down the nose. Don't worry, not everything's blended yet. Just with a fluffy brush. It's gonna go right down the nose. And now, after you have everything placed, just kind of go through and give everything a quick blend to the center of your face. So flick that brush in. Get all the way in the hairline. You don't want to have like super brown forehead and then right in, see that difference? I mean, obviously my hair is going to be down, but. Okay, we are going to add some blush. Using the same brush. Ooh, I look so orange. What just happened? And we are going to be adding some blush. We're going to be using the Party from Tarte. This is from my birthday like 100 years ago. And go right on the cheeks and up. And over the nose a little bit. Perfect. And to make sure that everything is blended, go back to foundation brush, touch everything up. And now before we put on our highlighter, spray your face one more time. Ooh. Grab your favorite highlighter. You know I'm using the Sarcophagus from Jeffree Star. And back in with another brush. And I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this because this is my favorite. Right here, right underneath. Blending. And down the nose. And lips. All right, so you will notice I still have some shadow underneath here, but that's because we're gonna smoke it out. All right. For the lips, I'm gonna be using honey, oh no, I'm not. That one's broken. For the lips, I'm just gonna be using my Bite Me pencil. And with this one, I'm just gonna fill in the corners of my lips. And one Jeffree Star product to the next. Then I'm gonna use the Celebrity Skin Liquid Lipstick. This I've used in almost all my videos. We're just gonna be putting that on the outside as well. And then I'm gonna be using his gloss in Candy Drip. Love that lip combo. All right, now to finish the rest of the eyes, I'm gonna zoom back out. So I like to do this first because I like to get an overall sense of what the look's gonna look like. Because sometimes when you do the eyes first, it's like so dramatic and you're like, oh shit, it's way too much. So I like to do a little bit, come back if I need to, which I do in this case because I wanna make it a little bit different than my normal day-to-day makeup look. So I'm gonna go back in and we are probably gonna do like these two colors. It's Gravity OG and Granddaddy. And I'm just gonna be taking a like flat brush. Actually, no. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M153 brush and I'm gonna zoom in so we can do this together. Hey everybody. All right, so first we're gonna go in with that Granddaddy color. So it's a Granddaddy, the Granddaddy. I pronounce everything so weird. All right, right here. And we're just gonna go right over. Ooh, I like that look. That looks fucking good. Okay, here we go, peeps. Right on top. So this is almost like the second quarter of your eye. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. And we'll do the same on this side too. I'm just doing a little bit at a time too. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. Just press it in. Don't brush because that's going to create a bunch of fallout, which I already have a little bit, so I need to like make sure this is all good. Cool. So now that we put the Granddaddy color, we're gonna make sure it's all the way kind of into the crease right there, but don't go above that. Okay, so after we have Granddaddy, we're gonna go with Gravity OG right here. It's more of the gold color. And I'm just gonna use the back of that brush and load up my brush. And we're just gonna go right in the center. I'm sorry, in the front. Even think about it, I'm gonna wet my brush too with a little bit of Fix Plus spray. And then I'm gonna grab that color. Because it's a little bit more glittery than I thought, so. Ooh, getting froze. So fun. And I'm gonna do it, spray the brush one more time, and I'm gonna go back in with Granddaddy. And just so it's wet, and put that on. Just kind of marry those colors in. So fun. All right, so once you have that on, for me, where the fuck is all my stuff? Once I place that on, I'm actually gonna go back in with that Sour Diesel color from the beginning. Ooh. Oh, the battery's gonna die. and just kind of touch up the outside one more time. And go back in with our fluffy brush. And awesome. And with the underneath, I'm just gonna go with that with the Max 217 brush. Whatever's left over, look up and just bring that, not all the way across, a little bit, almost halfway. So then it adds a little smokiness. Okay, cool. I am going to curl my hair, add on lashes, and come back with the final look. See you in 25 minutes. So I was gonna curl my hair, but I realized it's raining, so my hair would not last because I have pin straight hair, and with, you know, the weather, I'm not gonna waste my time. So let's zoom in. All I did was add lashes. Such a difference in the look. I have used these lashes before, so if you see any extra glue or anything, don't put a comment about it. I'm just kidding. So yeah, added these lashes. These are the fabulous lashes, number 54s. I had these, I messed it up. These are 58s, so they're not cat eye. So thank God I had another pair of these, because these are heavier at the end, which gives that, like, it just makes your eyes look like cats, so meow. All right, perfect. So this is heavier in the center, and that's just not that cute on my eye shape, so I didn't put those on. And I should look straight at the camera. There's a couple more things that I want to put on there to kind of like pull it all together. So I'm gonna go back in with my brush. Actually, we're gonna grab a smaller brush now. This is the MAC 2 something, don't know what it is, maybe you can see it on my door. We're gonna go back in with kind of the sour diesel color and a couple of these. And I wanna put this underneath the eyes. So let's get started. So we're gonna go in with that sour diesel, which is the dark color we used in the corner. On our brush, we're gonna go head to the corner of our bottom lash and just place that in. Don't smoke it too much, just place it right at the end. Compact. Got shit all over my face. Perfect. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Right up to the lash line. Okay, enough. Ooh, pardon me. Enough of that color. Now we're gonna go in with the Granddaddy color, which is this one, and then we're gonna hit it with the gold Gravity OG. So first, let's go in with Granddaddy. And here, right, oh, there's a hair. There's hairs on everything. Oh my goodness. Right underneath. And same thing on the other side. Coolio. All right, and I've got a hair in my way and I can see it. And we're gonna go back in with just some type of clean. Now go back in with a clean, fluffy brush. Awesome. So that's all I'm gonna add there. You can add more inner gold to the bottom, but I don't want it to be like a pancake eye where everything on the top is the same as the bottom, which it was almost starting to resemble. So funny. All right. Now, the next step to make it a little bit more smoky. Now we're gonna go back in with that Bite Me pencil, and we're gonna use it as a waterline eyeliner. So Morphe, you can use the lip pencils as eye pencils and vice versa. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna zoom this back in. Hey, it's me again, it's your friend. And we're gonna go right down here. Just to that outer corner. You can use black, but I like how it adds like a little bit different color in the corner. So if you can see, just right in here, it almost looks a little red. Just because I'm always red. Oh my God, we just zoomed way too far. So after we add that little Bite Me pencil in the corner, just take your mascara and we're just gonna do our bottom lashes. And then I'm gonna move into the sun so you can see. So this is what it looks like in the studio lighting. Super fun. Smoky eye. We've got the variation of the colors. Again, we use that Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. And then now I'll move you into the light and we'll look at it then. So, watch the change of color. So it's gonna look a little blue for a second because it's so blue outside. But do you see the color difference? I just wanted you guys to see the color difference of what it actually looks like versus the studio lighting. And we'll zoom in a little bit more. So I love that variation. So yeah, that is going to conclude the video. I hope you guys like this look. This one again is from that Smoke Sessions palette. You can get it at Sephora. Alright you guys, thanks so much for coming and watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and support your girl.